Hello, my beautiful Cancers. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Priscilla Bernstein. I'm the Soul Alignment Specialist, and I'm here to help you alchemize every area of your life to be in alignment with your soul's desire and soul's truth. And this is going to be Cancer's June update or reading to see what the month of June holds for you. Be sure to watch your rising and moon sign as well to get the full overview, and we will get into it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to be a divine conduit for my beautiful Cancers to see what is in store for them this month. All right. Well, I just saw spiritual union at the bottom of the deck, but I'm going to ask now, what can my beautiful Cancers look forward to? Thank you, Spirit. That one's flying. Hold on 1 second. It was solitude, but it was upside down. All right, what is the lesson that my Cancers are learning this month, please? What is the lesson my Cancers are learning this month, please, Spirit? Positive movement forward, upright. What is the divine guidance or lesson here? What is the divine guidance for this lesson, please? Oh, a lot came out with this one. Interesting. Recognition and reward reversed. Temptation reversed, which is the devil card usually in the regular tarot. Balance upright, and trapped in fear reversed. Cancer. Interesting. I'm going to pull some clarifiers for you too, but we have one more card to pull here. What is the overall energy that my Cancers are going to be going through? Patience and planning. All right, I'm going to pull your clarifiers now, Cancers. Let's see what else the cards have to say. What else Spirit has to say about this? Just to get you a fuller overview. Can I get a clarifier for this solitude, please? Ooh, okay. Can I get a clarifier for this positive movement forward? This almost feels like it might be a little bit of a channeled reading for a particular person. Just what's kind of coming through right now. So we'll see if this resonates with a lot of you or just a couple of you. Can I get a clarifier for this second? Thank you. Oh, okay. We got the 10 of Swords and the Fool reversed for that clarifier there. Can I get a clarifier for this next stack, please, Spirit? Thank you. All is not lost, Cancer. All is not lost. Thank you. All right, so I'm being told to pull this bottom card too. All right, so let's get into it. Cancer, here we go. So when I asked what was in store for you, Cancer, we got the Solitude reverse card here, which is telling me that probably you have been in solitude. You have been in this, maybe even like tapping into your Akashic records. This woman here is like looking at a book, and there's a star back here and the number 9. But it's like what I'm getting with it being reversed is you guys have closed a cycle, or you have closed the door on something that you are ready to move on from. And you've needed this time in solitude not only to heal, but to really find that North Star again, to find yourself, to find this pillar of strength that lies within you, if you will. And so the cards that came out as your clarifier were the 5 of Cups reversed and then the 4 of Cups upright. So there's something very, very big here in that you've been carrying a lot of grief, or you've been sad by whatever this was that was closing out, whatever the cycle was that was closing. Maybe it was a relationship that was ending. Maybe it was a finalization of a job or working with somebody. Whatever that was, there's been a lot of grief around that. But what this 4 of Cups is telling me with the mouse on top is that you have more resources than you know available to you right now. Excuse my my dog coughing. She is a little old lady. But anyways, you have more resources than you know, and you don't have to hoard or like stock up for a rainy day. It's not about that, okay, Cancer? It's like there's a shift of you coming out of this grief cycle, coming out of this ending, and knowing that with every ending there's a new beginning. And like I said, all is not lost. Like something very big is coming on the horizon, but just utilize your energy in a balanced way, as opposed to trying to, when we're saving and abhorring, whether that's money or love or support or whatever that is, we're holding on to it too tightly and it can't like flow, if that makes sense. So we need to have an open cup and fill our cups instead of covering them and trying to save them for a rainy day. Okay, so let's go a little further deeper into this. So when I asked what the lesson was going to be, just know there's positive movement happening and positive movement forward to take you to where you are going next, okay? Cancer, this is not, like I said, all is not lost. This is not the be-all, end-all. Whatever you've been holding on to or have been really attached to, it's time to let it go completely and know that you are stronger, and what's on the other side of that is going to be better than what you can imagine. And so with that, you're going to have to take a leap of faith. There's something coming that you're going to have to say yes to and take a leap of faith forward in. Otherwise, you're going to stay in this kind of, you know, cycles ending death energy. You know, with every death comes chaos, but with chaos, there is inception of something new. There's a birth of something new. And chaos is actually something that's a really beautiful energy that we can work with, because chaos is the birthing process. When we think about a sperm fertilizing an egg, it literally has to break through the egg and get into it to fertilize it, right? That's a form of quote unquote chaos, the breaking open of something to embed itself in it. And then when you think about planting a seed in the ground, you plant the seed and you water it, and what happens is when the root starts to grow, it breaks the seed, right? It breaks the seed and grows down into the earth to pull the nutrients up that it needs. And so the breaking of the seed, the breaking of the seal of the seed, is chaos in and of itself. And so when we even think about when it's time to birth said baby out of our bodies, that too, our water breaks as women, and the labor starts to happen, right? And that the body is naturally pushing the baby out in a way, and that is chaos. You know, it's chaos, it's pain, it's you know, there's a lot happening. You know, when you're I've never had a kid, but I can only imagine when you're in that process, there's a lot of people talking to you, people telling you to breathe, you know, like, and it's everything you can do to get through that pain or that chaos. But what comes on the other side of that is this beautiful living entity, this beautiful being. Your body goes through chaos through the birthing process, you know, the gestation period of that baby growing within you. There's chaos happening as your body's breaking things down, pulling things out, nutrients and whatnot from what you're eating, and feeding it to the baby. So just know there's positive movement forward, and you're coming out of this dark energy, this heaviness, this like the grief, the sadness. You're closing up a lot of cycles, and with that you're gonna get an opportunity to take this leap of faith. Everything in me right now, like all the guides are like screaming like, take it, you know, so take that leap of faith, say yes. It is going to behoove you. Don't let fear get in the way. Don't let your thoughts and like, don't let yourself think too much about it, because you'll talk yourself out of it. But feel it. If it feels good, if it feels expansive, even if it scares the shit out of you, you take that leap of faith, because what's coming on the other side is that positive movement forward. And then from here, what the spiritual guidance was you have to not worry about the recognition and reward. You can't look at what's happening in your 3D reality as a result or as a way or means of benchmarking your success or benchmarking how far you've come. You have to get off the 3D realm and off looking at what has or has not manifested yet, right? You're keeping yourself stuck if you're focused on that. Then you had the temptation or the devil card reversed. So there's another thing here about not needing that outside influence, not needing outside validation, not abhorring things or like pulling in. Like I'm doing a whole series right now on my Instagram about pleasure and sacred sexuality. But when we're on the opposite spectrum of that, when we embed or integrate pleasure into our life in a way that's really unhealthy, that's where this like devil card comes in, because it's like we're doing it to either overcompensate or to help ourselves feel if we're feeling numb, or there may even be this like satiating in something pleasurable but like taking it too far and not, I just saw 1111, right? So, and not doing it in a healthy way where it can be sustained, right? So it's like we're taking in too much of that or giving away too much of our power. So there's this precursor too that Spirit's saying like, watch out for this. And then watch out for fear. Don't let fear trap you into, it's what it is a glass box ultimately, because you can still see through it. You still understand that there's something on the other side, but you've like literally put those barriers up for yourself by thinking too much or by worrying too much about something. And here they're asking you to find balance. These are the things that are going to knock you out of balance. Okay, being too invested in pleasure, in satiating yourself to feel something different, whether that is like checking out and drinking or partying, whatever that means to you, or being hypersexual, or even something around looking for outside recognition, from other people, validation, right? The fear and then the recognition and reward, what's happening on the 3D. You have to get out of this, because this is what's keeping you trapped. This is what's keeping you in the grief or keeping you in the cycle. And when we move out of that and into a state of balance, they show this balancing fire, like earth, water, and air. Okay, so it's the sword, it's the cup, it's the coin, and the wand of the suits of the tarot. So it's like you're learning how to balance every aspect of your life. So that's really what Spirit is wanting you to do right now, is to find balance in every aspect of your life. And when you do, the most beautiful cards came out here. We have the 9 of coins and then the 3 of wands. When you do, you're getting this portal opening to a new paradigm, a new way of being, a new way of seeing things, access to new opportunities, to new energy. And you just have to say yes. You have to take that leap of faith and you have to step through that rainbow portal. And then here we have the 9 of coins, which is so beautiful, because this is like the fulfillment of all of your heart's desires and having everything you want in your physical reality. You're almost there. You're so close. And that's what's going to get you there, is finding balance in all these aspects of your life. And so the overall energy that you're in, Cancer, is this patience and planning, and really looking at the pillars in which you are building your foundation on, okay? You need to make sure that all of these are very, very secure. All of these are steadfast, that they're tried and true. And if they're not, if you're still in a discovery phase, that's okay. Really just keep throwing things at the wall and wait until something sticks. Wait until something lands and feels really good to you. And when it does, you put that in place as one of your pillars of truth and one of your pillars that you're ready to build more of your foundation upon, because it's strong and it is steadfast and will have longevity, okay? And then with that, we got the 4 of wands and the 8 of swords. And with this, it's like you're in this pupusa phase, if you will. You're in this chrysalis phase right now. You're going through a huge transformation, and it's okay that you have been in your shell, Cancer. It's okay that you have hidden yourself and have been working on healing. But what Spirit is saying is it's time to come out. It's time to move outwardly into the world and know that you're changing and transforming into a beautiful butterfly. Like, you're growing your wings. You're really understanding who you are. And when you find that balance in every area of your life and allow yourself to take that leap of faith, you're literally going to have divine union. This is a divine union card. So if you've been in a karmic relationship, if that's something that ended, or something where you had to learn a lot through a job or whatnot, whatever that was, it was very karmic that you were learning all your lessons in. Whatever's coming next is either a deep soulmate connection or a twin flame connection. Or maybe you've been with your twin flame, but you guys are gonna come into union. The twin flame journey is no joke, you guys. Like, this, it's tough, it's intense, you know? But it's still really beautiful. So just know that there's so much available to you, Cancer, so much, that this month is actually going to turn out better than you can even imagine. I'm going to pull an animal spirit now card for you all now. All right. So the dragon card flew out, and then the cheetah card was at the bottom, and I actually was on a hike yesterday, and I found a sticker with a cheetah on it just on the hike, and I picked it up because it was trash, you know, like it had fallen off of somebody's clothing. But what's really interesting is when we take in or embody cheetah energy or cheetah medicine, plant animal or animal medicine, that is us literally cultivating and calling in things to be swift and easy. So I pulled this from the bottom of the deck when it jumped out at me right now, because you've been going through it, Cancer, and you want things to be swift and easy. You want to be pulled out of that like grief and heaviness, right? So really try to embody or call upon the cheetah energy to help you through, to clear out this next stuff, to get into balance into every area of your life, and to bring about whatever that leap of faith is, that opportunity that you're needing to jump at. And then believe in magic. Dragons are metaphysical beings, you know, maybe they did exist. I don't know. There's no real proof really that they were on the planet, you know, but they're a mythological beast, if you will. And so you need to have this deciphering eye and trust in your instincts, trust in the magic and mysticism of the world. That's where, you know, Spirit was saying, like, get out of the 3D. Don't look at what's happening as a quote unquote what you see is all that's happening, right? There's a lot happening below the surface, but ultimately what they're saying is what is manifested so far, it's like your manifestation is so close, but if you keep giving up on it, or you keep doubting it, or you keep worrying about it, you're putting in all this weird wonky energy to where it's not going to come, right? Or you're going to be given something a little bit different because you're confusing the universe. So you just need to hold steadfast and true, even if it's not showing up on your reality yet, that thing that you have been consciously calling in and wanting is coming, okay? I'm gonna pull a oracle card now for you all. Can I get an oracle message for my beautiful Cancers, please, Spirit? What oracle message, thank you, do you have for my Cancers? So we got bypass, ebb and flow, and second star. You guys, this bypass card has come out quite a bit in these readings. We've had ebb and flow come out once and second star come out once, but just know with this bypass card, what I'm getting here is there's no spiritual bypassing. If you call upon Spirit to help you with this, they will put you in the fast lane to bypass the gridlock, to bypass the BS, and to get you where you need to go the fastest. Just know that it's not something that you have to do on your own. You're coming out of that solitude phase. So if you are vibing with a new tribe, you vibe with them, you go out with them, you do things that feel good to you, but remember, everything in balance, right? And then we have the ebb and flow. You need to ebb and flow with the energy right now, because there's a lot that's about to become available to you, and you need to either take it and run with it, or if it doesn't feel right, be like, nope, that doesn't feel right now. I'm gonna let that one go, and I'm gonna wait for something a little bit more in alignment with what it is that I truly want to come. And then the second star, you're being shown and you're being given this portal. It's coming. Beautiful Cancer, it's coming, and you're just gonna have to step through and say yes to it, and know that on the horizon there is something else out there for you. There is a completely different paradigm that you are about to step into, and it's going to be really fucking good. It feels like almost like mind-blowing. Like you're gonna be like, oh my god, I had no idea this was even available to me. I'm so glad I trusted, and I'm so glad I just took that leap of faith and moved forward, because what's coming is amazing. All right, so I'm gonna pull one last card for you all. This is gonna be what energy you need to be in for the month to get all of this. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So we got blossoming, faith, and will. So if you look at this, she's blossoming. She's got this skirt of flower blossoms, and it's like she's playing the violin, even though there's no bow in her hand, but there's a light at the end of it. So you're in a blossoming phase right now. You're coming into your full evolution, Cancer, and you're growing out of your old shell and stepping into your new shell. Allow yourself to shine bright out in the world. Allow your voice to be heard. Allow yourself to be seen. Blossom into this new version of yourself, because you are, quote unquote, becoming. And then we have will and faith. Again, this is that blind faith that I was talking about, that you need to hold so close to your heart and just believe in what is being birthed through you, what is happening, what you are going through is happening for a reason. And when you're in that ebb and flow of what's happening, and you're asking Spirit for their support, and you're willing to say yes to the things that feel really good to you and take those leaps of faith, you're going to access that portal, and you're going to birth into this new, very different version of yourself that is going to feel so much better, so much more aligned. And your strength of will needs to be very, very strong. This is your I am center, your creative center. When we think about our throat being our I am center, she's wearing blue here, but then she's eating this like golden apple, and she's got this mask on. So it's like, even though you can't see what's happening, you need to pay attention to your intuition. You're eating this golden apple, which is going to feed your creative center, your solar plexus, and what's being birthed through you. Speak up. This came through a little earlier around utilizing your throat chakra, having a clear throat chakra, singing, speaking up, speaking your truth. Allow that to continue to become really clear. Say what doesn't work for you and what does, like really be honest with yourself and others. And this is going to get you to where you need to go. Okay, Cancer, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please share this with another Cancer, and be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to set up a reading or a session with me, you can see all my sacred offerings down below. And if you have not yet checked it out, please check out my podcast. The link is down below as well. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.